If you could live forever, would you?
Yes.
Okay, we're not on the interview.
Finish the sentence.
Yes. No. Okay. Sure. That's an attractive idea, but the way I look at it is the knowledge that I'm going to die that creates the focus that I bring to being alive. The urgency of accomplishment, the need to express love now, not later. If we live forever, why ever even get out of bed in the morning? Because you always have tomorrow. That's not the kind of life I want to lead.
But why, don't you fear not being around?
I fear living a life where I could have accomplished something and didn't. That's what I fear. I don't fear death.
You don't fear the unknown?
I love the unknown. I love the, you know what I want on my tombstone? My sister has this in her notes, just in case I can't tell anyone after I die. On my tombstone, a quote from Horace Mann, great educator. Be ashamed to die until you have scored some victory for humanity.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, A-Bit Hex. I wanted to start at 8:15, which is in 5 minutes, and that's why we will play another intro, because KSB TV has released on their YouTube channel, on our YouTube channel, the San Diego Hex birthday from 2022. It was pretty epic, so let's play it, and this gives you guys a little second to like and subscribe, hit the bell, share the link, and bring as many Hexicans here into the show as possible, because today we will talk about all the things that I learned in the last 3 years, but especially the last week, and it made me mega bullish. I will give you all the reasons Richard Hart will make us all rich AF. Rich AF. It's going to be a crazy show. I don't know how long we're going to do that today, 1 hour, 2 hours. I don't have a time limit. So if you guys would help me a little bit to spread the message, bring everybody in here, go to Twitter, retweet what I have tweeted. Maybe I will put that in the chat. And for now, we are playing the KSB TV San Diego Hex birthday party. It's going to be like a 5-minute video for you guys, enough time to relax, bring some tea, and share the message. So let's do this. Here we go.
Many scams. I have to change my username and don't ever send me money. Imposters everywhere. Richard Hart bracket. Don't ever send me money. Imposters everywhere bracket. That's fucked up, right? And I'm out there actually making an effort trying to stop the fucking scams. Everyone else is like, oh, fucking that Richard, yeah, he's a scammer.
Call it a scam, nobody really cares. We can tell you the only one that ain't prepared. Oh yes, I'ma be a millionaire. 5, a couple trillion shares. Oh no, I ain't getting wrecked again. Richard Hart, he got us set to win. We're a family, we are the best of friends. We ain't a cult, man, just call us Hexicans. ICOs, pump and dumps, they always try to take you. Buy low, sell high, I'm tired of your fake news. You need a token, you broken, you wanna see some massive gains? Lambo, new crib, model wife, cash and chains. Look no further at your final destination. Don't be complacent every day when you paper chasing. Choose the best, leave the rest. Stop investing like you press. The only crypto that you'll ever need is Hex. Call it a scam, nobody really cares. We can tell you the only one that ain't prepared. Oh yes, I'ma be a millionaire. 5, a couple trillion shares. Oh no, I ain't getting wrecked again. Richard Hart, he he got us set to win. We're a family, we are the best of friends. We ain't a cult, man, just call us Hexicans. Your investments are safe, it's got defenses. A mutable contract that pays trustless interest. I don't understand why everybody is hating. Hex is capped at 3.69 inflation. Shares are like hash rate. The higher you take her, the more daily interest that gets paid to the stakers. Always do your own research, don't listen to me though. It's complete, it can't be changed. Hex is finito. Call it a scam, nobody really cares. We can tell you the only one that ain't prepared. Oh yes, I'ma be a millionaire. 5, 5, 5, 5, a couple trillion shares. Oh no, I ain't getting wrecked again. Richard Hart, he got us set to win. We're a family, we are the best of friends. We ain't a cult, man, just call us Hexicans.
Alright. What's up, everyone? It's Corey Investor again. Let's talk about the highest appreciating asset class today. It's crypto, not stocks and bonds. Boy, this ain't for play. My word plays to educate the children around my way, so they can get out the hood. No, I don't wanna stay. Education's critical in my life, pivotal. Could have been in jail or dead. Yeah, it's just that simple. But back to investing. Here, take some notes. Never go all in like jumping off a boat. Dollar cost averaging. Google that term, so you can keep your shirt on, so you don't get burned. Now there's a risk to all investments. This you should know. You can take yearly profits and get ready to blow. In 5 years, 10 years, 15 years you hold, you can live off the interest. That's the part that gets sold. You'll reinvest your capital, or the principal in this case. I'm feeding your brain cells. What a terrible thing to read. I said the Hexicans are loyal with the gang. You disrespect our clique, bang. Haters keep talking. This about assets and interest. Economical slang. I said the Hexicans are loyal with the gang. You disrespect our clique, bang. Haters keep talking. This about assets and interest. Economical slang. Now remember that Bitcoin was a penny a share. Well, Hex is now the same price that has made millionaires. This ain't financial advice, so let's be clear. But Hex did go up when the
Pull up on my staker with a motherfucking bag. When I came back, it was more than I had. Like, damn, homie, I don't mean to brag, but you trying to get a bag, well, you need to get the out. Pull up on my staker with a motherfucking bag. When I came back, it was more than I had. Like, damn, homie, I don't mean to brag, but you trying to get a bag, well, you need to get the out. Pull up on my staker with a motherfucking bag. When I came back, it was more than I had. Like, damn, homie, I don't mean to brag, but you trying to get a bag, well, you need to get the out. Take money, take money, take money, then you stake money, stake money, stake money, then you make money, make money, make money, then you take money, take money, take money, take money, take money, take money, then you stake money, stake money, stake money, then you make money, make money, make money, then you take money, take money, take money. Black AC crypto, yeah, that's the new lick, bro. On ramp my fee out to see what it hit for. Came for a flip and it grew by the XO. I don't know what's next, so I keep watching Hexo. Foot on the gas, I ain't talking no petrol. Hope bitches say let's go, so PulseChain can explode. Locked up my Hex, now I just watch it just grow. 5555 help me vibe like I'm basic. What's the number one crypto? Let me see your checklist. Let me check out all the top picks. Let me see who all the best is. I see a whole bunch of stable coins. 2 or 3 up in the top 10. But the number never go up. I'm talking no, not even 1 cent. If you invest, that's nonsense. I need a product I can trust in. I need a product, not a project. A lot of that up in the top 10. I'm talking no admin keys. I need trustless consensus. I know a coin that has all this. You can call it a Hex Flex. You can check out all the tech specs. Hex growing by the X's. Haters only can respect it, cause the chart, it reflects it. They ain't have us on their guest list. Now they wanna be our best friend. Used to call this shit a scam coin. Hey, was waiting on the exit. Used to call Hex reckless. Now they wanna do breakfast. Glad I didn't invest in Tesla. Now I can buy a couple Teslas. D-Town, that's the hometown. I might buy a piece of Texas. Couple homes in your hometown. Homie, that's the real Hex Flex. Let me see your Hex Flex.
They try to test the best, but we running the game. Hex is ahead of the
Let me
rest.
see your Hex Flex.
Weak hands get stressed, delay gratification and pass the
Let me
test.
see your Hex Flex.
They try to test the best, but we running the game.
What a great videos. Thank you so much, Black Hexicans, for putting that together. I mean, I filmed all of that, and Kaylin was just able to, reschedule it a little bit, put some music behind it, and, just have a really nice product for you guys out of there. So you can know what we, KSP TV, are all about, what our events are all about. We will talk about that later on as well. And I want to screen share here so you guys can see what I have all prepared for our live stream today, which is a lot. You see all those tabs that are open? They all have to do something with Hex, something with PulseChain and Hex, something with how Richard Hart will make us all rich AF. Rich AF. This is the stream titled today. And if you guys have any questions, put them into the chat right away, and then I will be able to bring them up. And look at this, Cabana was just streaming for 2 hours with Access Alive. Such a great stream, and now he is already here in the stream, supporting, liking, probably also subscribing, clicking the bell and everything. So thank you so much, Cabana, for turning up here. And I also have an interview with Access Alive, made that like a couple of days ago, and right now what I'm doing is I'm cutting them into short little pieces for you guys, because man, Access Alive always spits so much alpha, so much knowledge that just makes you mega bullish on Hex. And I bet Cabana Crypto was just experiencing that. Let's see what else do we have. That was truly a very special event. Thank you, KSB. Vets in Crypto, thanks so much for your support. I remember you being there and talking to you. It was amazing. So let's see, what do we have here? Here you guys see my YouTube channel, Hex. I know some of you guys are right now watching on KSB TV. That's okay. I'm always streaming on 2 different YouTube channels because out of redundancy. If we get canceled and we live in cancel culture, then at least we have 2 YouTube channels that still have all our content on there. And here you see I have been really active the last couple of weeks. So let's go back a little bit. It all basically started here 3 or 4 weeks ago when I started talking about, is the bottom in or not? And obviously I'm always talking to all the different Hex influencers that have a lot of opinions, and then from them I derive my conclusion. So this is what I did, and then I just tried to do as many live streams as possible, because I realized PulseChain is around the corner. Eventually it will launch, eventually it will be out, and we will have not only 1 bag, we have 2 more bags, and then we also get a lot of our coins copied, doubled to the PulseChain, and that's what I'm really excited about. And then from there on, I basically talked to Pulse Games. Pulse Games has a free ticket for the Hex Cruise available for you guys to win, and we will give it out in a couple of days, I think. And if you have not been able to look into the giveaway of the Hex Cruise ticket, you guys should do so on KSB TV. You find a stream with Kaylin where she explains everything what you can do in order to be eligible for a Hex Cruise ticket. And then we have here a famous protocol that I was talking with Famous and Dylan. I met Dylan on the 5555 tour as well. And all of those things that I'm talking about right now, they will also be discussed later in the stream. I just want to remember what I have to talk about today. And then here, guys, this is one of the 2 videos that I already made about Hexicans and the time value of money, because this guy here, Tom Peter Gillespie, he really changed my view on crypto. And if I was not delusional about Hex before, well, now I am. Now I am definitely delusional about Hex, about Richard Hart, who saved my life, who made my life so much better, and I still believe he is the best person in crypto, and he will make us all rich AF. Rich AF. Obviously, we have a lot of controversy here on KSB TV because we are talking about Hex, and we're also talking about Zen. I just think it is an interesting topic. And here, Walrus, one of my heroes, he is not a maxi. I say it again, Walrus is not a Hex maxi, and he is a big inspiration for me because he teaches people about DeFi, the first principles of crypto that Hex does perfectly. And then Access, a live stream, was just amazing. There, I basically started realizing that I did so much on the 5555 tour, and I met all of those guys. I met Walrus, I met Access Alive, I met Brother KG. Who else? I met Dylan from Famous. I met Jesse. I did not meet Jack yet. I was really close though. And you look at Dipcatcher. I also met Dipcatcher. I met the founder of this site here, Pulse Domains. I met them, everybody. I met every single Hexicans out there, and I'm able to just, call them up, say, hey, bro, would you like to do a stream? And then they are here on my YouTube channel. I think that's amazing. It's so much fun. And this also gives me now the opportunity to show you guys what an amazing community we have. And I want to make streams with all of them because I want to show you guys what amazing products are coming out of the community. Here, Dipcatcher with the trading algorithm, Access Alive just brought out a course, that basically cuts down the time that you need to know everything about crypto. Walrus is always on the tour, educating the people about crypto. And then when I realized that was just 6 days ago, last week, I said, man, I have an amazing opportunity to bring all the people in, to fire myself up, to put my FOMO pants on myself, but also then maybe, make those videos into digestible 5 or 10 minute clips and put them out to you. And this is what I'm doing right now. If you guys go here to the video section, there I have videos that are not 1 hour, 2 hours long, but really short. And here the Access Alive interview gave me a lot of those short clips. And let's see, what is the most interesting short clip that I have of Access Alive? I believe it is this one here, where he talks about Hex Lion and me doing a presentation where Access Alive was there, and he listened to what we had to say about Hex, about the T-share price and about the exponential growth of the T-share price. And that's where it really made click for him. That's where he really understood, wow, Hex is amazing. I need to go all in. And if you guys have not seen the interview with Access Alive, with Walrus, with all those amazing guys, now you don't have to watch the whole video. You can just go into the video section. There you have small digestible videos. But I can tell you already what it will always turn out to be at the end is that you watch like 2 or 3 clips by Access Alive, and then you will watch the whole interview anyway. So maybe you just start off with that. And right now, what I did, I think it was just a couple of days ago, with just asked Jesse here from Power City, a founder from Power City. They're building amazing products. And I got, I believe, 15 videos just out of this interview where we're talking about bridges, where we are talking about price feeds of PulseChain, where we are talking about so many things, really, really interesting and also mega bullish. And then yesterday I had this stream here with the Hex Info ecosystem guys, Fed, Sammy, Crypto Zombie, and I think Dojo was his name, was also there. Really interesting, fun to do, always really, really fun. And this brought me to the idea that, every Friday, like today, I want to do a stream where I'm talking about my experience and so on in crypto. So let's click on this stream here today, because I want to show you basically what I've written down here into the video description. Today, I'm talking about things I learned in the last 3 years in crypto, but especially last weekend. All those links that are important for today, like always, you will find them in the video description. All right, so we will just go through the links that I have prepared for you guys here. And, I will just eventually take my time, go into the chat, see what you guys have written, answer a couple of questions, but the most questions I will answer at the end of the video. And then if you are watching this video, maybe not live, but afterwards, just put your question into the video comment section, and then I will answer them there as well. All right, so let's see what the chat is saying so far. Then we go into our first topic, which there is pumphex.com. I think it's the second best crypto domain that we have besides hex.com, obviously, and we will talk about that. So Wawa saying he likes the intro. Thanks for that. Korean investor is back. I am back. That was truly a very special event, KSP TV, Cabana, good stuff. San Diego was a whole vibe. Korean investor was also there. It was truly a lot of fun. All right, so no more people in the chat here, and we have the numbers of people growing here. 16 watching so far. I think that is amazing. 8 on KSP TV, 10 on ABIT Hex. That's pretty cool, guys. To make it a little bit easier for me, come all over to ABIT_Hex and there give me a like and subscribe. So, we can even out the follower numbers a little bit. All right, so let's see. What is the first thing that I have here prepared to talk about for you guys? And this is my favorite domain, which is pumphex.com. The reason why I am here today on this site is because I want to talk a little bit about the Hex Cruise here, for example. I want to talk a little bit about the things that I was updating on this site the last couple of days. So let's go to the download section. Here you will find the Hex business card front and also back. We have given out this business card over 100,000 times so far, probably way more than that. This is just from what I remember, and this here is the newest version of the Hex business cards. I recommend you guys download it yourself and just start giving them out. I think that's a great onboarding tool right here. Even better is this section here. I created 20+ shorts of Richard Hart and made them downloadable for you guys. Just click here on download. This is a little zip file. You can download all those videos, and then what can you do with that? You can post them yourself in the video site of your YouTube or your social media of TikTok or Instagram. It actually works everywhere. And I want to show you what I did. So every day I just released, let's close this down. I just released every single day another video by Richard Hart. And at one point the algo really started to like that I was regularly posting shorts and that I had the same topic, and this topic was Richard Hart. So let's see, where did we start? We started here posting 3,400. After that, 2,000 views here, 244, not that good. Again, 2,700, and that is basically exactly what I wanted to show you. It is free content for you guys. It brings a lot of attention to your channel because it's Richard Hart, and also to Richard Hart himself. Look at this video here. Richard Hart solved the money issue. I called it 14,000 views. And this actually showed me that it's really important to find a right title, a title that is clickable, that is maybe even a little bit clickbaity. And here you see 2,900, 1,200, and so on and so on. And the same goes for Instagram. The same goes for TikTok. There we even get more views. So guys, download those videos from pumphex.com, really easy to do, and then upload them to your social media. I want to see TikTok shorts. I want to see Instagram. There also shorts and reels. And then of course, YouTube, really important as well. What I have done the last couple of weeks was to also upload the Power of T-Share presentation. A lot of you guys probably know about this presentation. This was especially the presentation that we showed on Meti All-In's online conference, and Access Alive was sitting in this online conference, and he said he then saw those amazing graphs that we provided for you guys to see how exponentially the return of investment goes up, but also and especially the T-share price and how many hex you will earn in the future. I mean, today it's about 6.3 hex per T-share, I believe. In the future, let's say in 15 years, this might be 10 or 15 or 20 hex per T-share. We cannot say that by that good of a number, because obviously Hex is a dynamic system, and that's why it's really hard to predict. And then obviously we also have that in my favorite language, German, here for you guys. Coin logos, just the logos that we all love. And this section, I think it's pretty cool as well. Here it starts with the business cards, but also we have Hex Gift Pack 1, Pack 2, Pack 3. I think it's over 100 gifts that I've created the last 3 years, and also 5 meme packs, over 200 memes for you guys to download, to spread them all over Instagram works really good with pictures. Twitter works really, really good as well. Somebody makes a stupid comment and you just bam them with a hex meme or a hex gif. Works really, really good. I mean, I do that all the time when I answer. Sometimes I just answer in a GIF. That's all it needs. A picture says more than 1,000 words, especially a moving picture about hex. So let's see, what do we have here? I told you guys already what I'm doing with all those short clips, and right now I have my Twitter a little bit automated. I made it in a way where every single day I have a tweet coming out that promotes one of the short videos that I'm putting out on YouTube right now, but also my Richard Hart videos. And I have posted them so often. So often I have posted them already, and I'm still doing it. I'm basically recycling my content on Twitter because, you know, let's see, how many people saw this? 1,100 views. I got 45 likes, 6 retweets. This was just from, let's see, I think was it from today? Yes, this tweet was from today. And all I wanted to say with that is, look, not all the Hexicans that follow me see this video right away. And that's why I'm like posting that every 3 or 4 days. I post this same video over and over again until all the Hexicans have seen the video here of Richard Hart. And so you guys know what is going on in this video here. Let's play that together. I just have to put down the screen share and put it up again so you guys actually have some sound as well. Here we go. I will play the video. This gives me a little second to drink. It's just a 60-second video. All the short videos that I made are a maximum of 60 seconds. So they really go really good for Instagram shorts, for YouTube shorts, because if they were longer, they would not be shorts, right? So let's bring up the screen share here. Let's turn on the full screen and I will be quiet and drink a little bit, and you guys get to enjoy this short video here of Richard Hart.
And so I've done a lot of things to get HEX to perform really well. I designed it to delay gratification, to have a chart of future market supply. Only cryptocurrency I know of in the world has a chart of future market supply. We know this big stake can end here, so you can sell here. We know that this stake's ending here. We got a chart of the future end stakes. You can slot yours where there aren't any other ones for maybe reduce sell pressure on those days. That's a real cool financial innovation. To be able to predict the future, that's financial innovation. It ain't a Ponzi, it ain't a pyramid, but it can be a bubble. Now, most bubbles, when they pop, they don't get back up. I've been through 3, 4, 85 dips in Bitcoin. Keeps making new all-time highs. HEX has dipped 70%, like 8, 9 times. Keeps making new all-time highs. It dipped 60, 70, 50, 40, 75, 85%, and it just keeps making new all-time highs. And so I've done a lot of things to get HEX.
Great video by Richard Hart, maximum 60 seconds, all of them. So you guys download them, spread them like crazy. It brings a lot of eyes. And while I was watching the video with you guys, I was also looking through all the comments here and no questions yet. This is no problem at all. That's actually pretty good because then we can continue on with our show and with all the tabs that I have prepared for the show today. It's a lot, and that's why this show will probably be a little longer than normal, but let's see. Okay, what is next? What next is there to show for you guys? Attention HEX passengers, please have your ticks ready. In-flight treats will be given out shortly. Immutable code, 100% flawless uptime, DeFi ecosystem, parabolic price action, trustless yield, bulletproof community, pre-viral, and then a beautiful picture. I love posts like this. In fact, what I would do if I was a Hexican who wants to be engaged on Twitter, for example, Instagram, and so on, you know what I would do? I would just screenshot that. I would screenshot that so you have already content for Instagram. You can just use that for a short, you know. You can just use that for a reel maybe, but you can also copy paste here this tweet and just, you know, tweet something yourself. Maybe use this text with a meme of what you can download from pumphex.com, and bam, you already have a post that gets over 1,700 views, a lot of likes, and people retweet it. It just makes the people engaged, and that's why I'm always trying to do something like this. And if I have no idea what to post myself, you know, then I'm copy pasting stuff from other people. I have no fear in doing so. And I think this gives a little bit of an inspiration for you guys, what you guys can post when you are bored, because I know you are all on social media anyways all day long. So let's see what Trevor is saying here. Do you know about Uniswap v3 being legal to fork this April, and if that has delayed PulseChain to be compatible and legal with the ETH ecosystem? So Trevor Hansen, I think that's a really good point that you are making here. You're basically saying that Richard Hart did not launch yet because Uniswap has not still has what is it called? A license, right? That is not being able to copy or fork. And in April, some people say in March, this license will expire, and then Richard Hart will bring out PulseChain, because we have an amazing product, PulseX, right? And with this, then we could use V3 right away. I don't think that is that important. I think it is important, but is it number one reason why PulseChain is delayed? I 100% think no. I think the number one reason why it is delayed is because it's not 100% done. I'm pretty sure the first person who would brag about the code being done and PulseChain and PulseX about to release would be Richard Hart, because Richard Hart knows if he makes this announcement, then we are going to the moon already, just by the excitement that is going up on. And then the argument also against your thesis that you are saying is, in my mind, that we could also just start PulseX with having V2. It's totally good for us to do the things that we want, and then later on update to V3. I think this is how it could have been played. But since it looks like V3 is coming out in April or being able to fork, then maybe later on we start PulseChain and we can play with V3 on PulseChain right away. But I think that's a good point you made there. So here, just a tweet for you guys to inspire you what kind of stuff you can just post. If you're bored, if you want to bring some eyes to Hex, which I think everybody should do, this is pretty good content here. I really like it. Beautiful girl, beautiful logo of a coin, and 100% facts. This is exactly what, and he is even using hashtags. It's perfect. Let's see. Did I follow this guy? Yes, I'm following him. He's following me. Everything is good. Cory Costa's crypto coins. Cory Costa is hanging out with this guy and Miss Teen Crypto. I think this guy here is making a book tour or something like this, and they all decided to hang out together. Pretty cool to see our favorite Hexicans together with the biggest influencers in crypto. And what will they be talking about? What will they be talking about? They will be talking about Hex right now. They will be talking about PulseChain, PulseX. They will be talking about Richard Hart, because there is no other topic in crypto. Seriously, like, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Bitcoin? I think Bitcoin by now is like 10 years old or 13 years old, something crazy like this. I think Ethereum, it's in its third cycles. Like, there's nothing exciting going on in Ethereum, right? Do you want to talk about stable coins banning in crypto? I think these are the topics that's dragging you down. So what is lifting you up? What is lifting you up is watching my stream here and how Richard Hart will make us rich AF. And I think that's exactly what Cory is talking about with this guy here, and also Miss Teen Crypto. And these are not the only influencers that are interested in Hex and Richard Hart and PulseChain right now. We are seeing more and more influencers coming around and wanting to play the good game with Richard Hart, where they are, maybe getting some engagement later on. Because Jake Gargain, 145,000 followers, congratulations, is also now talking about Hex. In which exactly tweet was he talking about Hex? I don't remember. I think I just opened that from somebody else who said he is. Oh, there we go. The man, the saved crypto, Richard Hart. There is his tweet from Jake. Over 1,000 likes, and also a lot of engagement here, like you guys see. My point is, though, that more and more influencers are coming around, are talking about Richard, talking about Hex, and waiting for PulseChain to come out. I think the next that I have should be here as well, or maybe I deleted it already, because I know that Ivan on Tech, for example, also lately talking about Hex like crazy. Here, if you have not seen this show from the beginning, go to KSB TV Twitter and watch this video that we just brought out a couple of hours ago. I think it shows perfectly what KSB TV is all about, how much fun we have at our events, and then I bet you guys want to FOMO into our next event, which is the Hex Cruise that we will also maybe talk about later on. So let's see. This guy, he is probably one of the really, really high up reasons why I'm so bullish about Hex, Richard Hart, PulseChain, because we are getting more and more influencers like your friend Somi, for example. He is brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I love this guy. His YouTube videos are just so much fun. 20-minute short videos, really digestible, where he brings it on point why he believes Richard Hart is the best person in crypto and why Hex will make us all rich. And let's look into his post here, because he's not only talking about Hex, he also likes other coins. And I think that's why I like him lately so much. So here in his tweet, something really bullish, he is saying Coinbase Layer 2 is very beneficial for whole crypto. We can take crypto all the way to 10 trillion market cap. I think today it is at 1 trillion. Coinbase has 110 million users, 90 million users left in the bear market, and the bear market is still going on. When they return, some will use Coinbase Layer 2 and find their way to our bags. And what are the reasons? What are the reasons that these people will first use Coinbase Layer 2 and then later on jump to the Richard Hart ecosystem with PulseChain? The reason is really simple, that, just like CBDC, just like Coinbase Layer 2, these are all gateway drugs. It gives it for the people a really easy entrance to crypto, where you take your dollars, you get your fake crypto on Coinbase Layer 2, and then you realize, damn it, here it's not that much fun. This is not pumping as hard as this over there, which is PulseChain. And then the people will just flood in. 90 million people were leaving Coinbase during the bear market. When the prices are going down, people are depressed, and then they just want to leave it. I know how it was when we were going to the all-time high. I was in my stake app all day long. I was looking at the chart. I was looking on on all my stakes, and then as soon as we went down a little bit, and I realized, damn it, the prices are now going down. It's not that much fun anymore. I didn't open up my stake app anymore. I think up to this day, I probably haven't opened my stake app in the last 2 months. I did not open my stake app. The only reason why I opened my stake app was to delete all my addresses and put in the Godwell address, so I can track that really good. But I don't have any interest anymore into my stakes because they're all down 96%. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But we are here now talking about why Richard Hart will make us all rich AF, and this is one of the reasons here. Coinbase Layer 2, it's a big announcement for these guys. Obviously, it's still gonna have KYC, it's still gonna have admin keys. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I'm just speculating here, and it will not pump as hard as PulseChain. And then this is the gateway drug, because it's really easy for the people to get into Ethereum and then get into PulseChain. And your friend Somi, man, he makes amazing content. Definitely check him out. You see here his YouTube channel as well. I'm there every single day, and I'm watching all of his videos. I'm even going back to the videos of months ago and watching them, because he is so funny. I think he is a professional comedian, though. I think he's a professional comedian, and he's probably also a professional Wall Street guy or financial, whatever, because he knows his stuff. And it's so cool how he brings those two words together. Seriously, you guys should definitely check him out. Let's see what else I have prepared here for you. We just remember he was left off here at your friend Somi. Check him out. And now let's go into the chat again. That gives me a little second to drink something, to see if you guys liking the show so far, and so on. So Trevor Hansen is saying, is PulseX mostly V2 tech? Probably a good question for Hex Pro Telegram. That's actually a perfect question for Hex Pro Telegram. And yes, I think so far PulseX is mostly V2 tech, because V3 is not been able for the people to see yet. I think it's not open source. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But then, as soon as it is possible to fork, I think Richard Hart will do that. Thanks for that. Answer makes sense. Thank you. Are you and KSB Lion living in America now? Vegas, what about your guys' citizenship? We are not living in America. We have traveled in America for almost over a year, I believe, almost. And we are just tourists all over the world where we are. We are just tourists. I'm right now in Mexico, for example. I do not have a Mexican residency. All I have is my German passport, and I resigned my German homeowner address. I actually don't know what it's called. I had to, sign a paper that I'm not living in Germany anymore. So I did, and now, if I want to live in Germany, I have to go back, sign a paper again. That I will live there, and then I will have to pay taxes in Germany again. But I'm traveling all around the world, and that's why my government leaves me alone when it comes to taxes. I think that's pretty cool. And everywhere I go now, I'm just a tourist, and that's so good. That is so good because now, doesn't matter where I am, doesn't matter what I do, I will not be asked from Mexico for taxes, for example. I will not be asked from American government if I need to do this or this or this, because all I am is just a tourist. I'm going on vacation everywhere. Great question. And exactly that I'm advocating to live a life like a pirate, because I think that's the only way to live, to not give all the power to the government anymore and, just be free. Go where you're treated best. That's what I like to say. I think I got that from Andrew Henderson, the Nomad Capitalist, also pretty cool YouTube channel. Don't do drugs, just stake and bake. Stake and bake, well, the baking part, I think also introduces some medicine, doesn't it? Yeah, shill staker app to no coiners who are constantly on their phones anyways. Yeah, that's the perfect gateway drug for them into crypto. Staker app is a great wallet, really safe, not like MetaMask, for example. It gives you all the tools that you need, and it is really good for onboarding for no coiners, especially because on Staker app, they don't need to handle all this Ethereum stuff anymore. You just send them some HEX, for example, or they get USDC from the exchange. They don't need Ethereum, but because on Staker app, they can do all their stuff and paying fees with USDC. I think that is very, very cool. I'll share my referral link domain, stake hex at XYZ, like HODLDog has his. It's not a bad idea. I can see the 24 referrals in 2 years, not too bad. 24 referrals, that's really, really good. And I think how you did it was stake hex XYZ is probably leading to Staker app. And, I think that is a great idea, Hex HODL. You should definitely try to put that domain out everywhere. Sounds really cool. Stake hex XYZ, pretty cool domain, man. Now, one has to buy the smart wallet to be counted as referral and not just download the app. Is that like this? You have to. Okay, yeah, I guess it makes sense. The person has to download the smart wallet and download the smart wallet, but also download. Wait, give me a second. The person first has to download the app. And then once it has the app, you have to create a smart wallet, and then you are a referral, right? And then I think it depends on how much do the people stake, how much fees occur from this person that you have referred, and from that you will then get the referral bonuses. When all of these referral bonuses will be paid out, I don't know yet. That's a good question for the stake app guys. One is not hex cited as hex 3x since NY, and now the texting getting the FOMO to get more 100%. You know what we should do actually? And right after we are done with this section of all the comments, which should be in a second, we will also go to the chart, to the hex chart, and we'll talk about that a little bit. Tourist tags hex, nice. Did RH unfollow you and KSB line because you talked about Zen? No, I think it was not because we talked about Zen. First of all, KSB line doesn't have a Twitter account, so he was not unfollowed by RH. I was though. But I think I got unfollowed because I was talking about the Hex info ecosystem. And even though Richard Hart likes post Dogecoin, he doesn't like to have people in his feed on Twitter and Instagram that talk about other stuff than Richard Hart's ecosystem, and I think this is totally legit. This is totally legit. If I'm on my Twitter and I see something that I don't like, I unfollow those people, and no bad blood here at all. What do we have here? So you still make memes? Right now, I made all my memes like in the first 2 years. No, in my first year of being a Hexican, I made all my memes and GIFs. In the next year, I became like a YouTuber and had less and less time for memes and GIFs. Then I became the face of the 5555 tour, and now I'm back to streaming again. So now time really to make memes and GIFs. I leave that to other Hexicans. Will Staker app be for PulseChain 2 or different apps? I'm 100% sure it will also be for PulseChain. And what I have seen so far, some exciting news is that they will try to integrate other coins as well. What is the website that allows someone to buy Hex with their credit card? Good question. I don't know. I know we had a couple of sites like this available, but they were probably so small that maybe they left again the game. But we can really be excited for Coast. 0x Coast, I believe they are called. They are providing solutions right now how we can buy with our credit card in the future Hex, PulseChain, and also PulseX. What's up, Abed? Cryptoman, PLS in the house. How's it going? That's unfortunate. All good though. Yeah, 100%. I'm pretty sure I'm still on Richard Hart's Twitter list. Peace, love, Abed Hex. Thank you guys for being here. We have still a lot of things to discuss, and I want to go here. Oh, now I closed this one, even though I didn't want to. Let's go to the Hex chart really quick, and let's see how has the Hex chart been doing. And I want to obviously go to the all-time chart, and not only on Dex Screener. I want to see how is Hex performing since the beginning. And I wanted to talk about green candles and what do green candles do. This is one of the arguments I always use when I want to try to make people understand why will we get rich AF, why will Richard Hart make us so rich, and what is it all about with this crypto? You know, we have to talk about Bitcoin, we have to talk about Hex, we have to talk about Ethereum, and this, what I'm talking about now, will also happen for PulseChain. Why? Because it's all the same. It's all just a ticker symbol that the people buy to hold and then pray that the price goes up in the future. Now we have to ask the question, why is the price going up in the future with all these assets? Bitcoin did 6.5 million X. Ethereum did 14,000 X in 2 years. Hex did 10,000 X in 1.5 years. Why? Why is that? And the answer is really easy. It is because people were buying the coin. People were adopting crypto so much, Bitcoin so much, that Bitcoin did 6.5 million X. People were buying Hex so much that it went up 10,000 X from its lowest point here, January 5th, where I bought some Hex by myself, until here, it's like 900,000%, even more if you would have done the staking. And how does that work? It all has to do with the market psychology. Look, if you're here, up here, all-time high, 55 cents, and the prices are going down, I just look at myself. How do I feel? I feel very, very sad. I'm almost crying. I'm crying when the price goes down 5%. I'm crying already. Imagine the price going down 96%. How do I feel? I feel really sad. All the people out there are also human beings, so they have the same experience like me. They are really, really sad. And whenever people are sad with their crypto, you know what they do? They sell it. They sell it down, and once they see red candles, they sell even more. It's crazy. It's called flushing out the people, flushing out the weak hands. And here we can say we Hexicans can be so happy that Hex is so nicely designed, where we all lock up our funds. We cannot even hurt ourselves. We cannot hurt our moonbags, even if we wanted to, because we have the staking mechanism, the truth engine. But what I really wanted to come here is, we have reached the bottom of, what was it, 1.7 cent. And since then we went up 270%, which is 3.5x, all right? So what happens now with somebody who was maybe, you know, entering here or entering here or entering even down here. Like all those people we onboarded in the last 1 year, which is, by the way, more than the beginning of HEX until the all-time high. From the all-time high until today, we onboarded more people than in the first half of HEX. This is amazing. And what will now happen to all those people that said HEX will go to 0? HEX will go down to 0.0001, and then I will buy it. What will happen now to those people that they are seeing that the bottom is in and we are going to the moon right now? They are chasing the green candles, just as the people are chasing to sell when we are going down. They are in fear. They don't know what to do. Then they are selling. It also goes the other way around. With FOMO, it is called in crypto. FOMO is a real thing. When people have FOMO, and they think, man, I'm going to buy this one at 1 cent. It never reaches 1 cent. It is for them, it's like 2 cents, it's 3 cents, it's so high, they know it's gonna go down, and then bam, it pumps 3x. It is at 6 cents now. And now they're realizing, damn it, maybe have not accumulated enough coins to be financially free when it hits an all-time high again. So let me buy in now. This is what the smart money is doing. The people that are still in denial that the moon phase already started, that we are going to moon, that they probably have still not bought. They will probably buy here when we are at 15 cents. Later on, I will give you some reasons why we are going there, why we will go there really fast. But these people that still have not accumulated enough, that were still waiting for 1 cent, they will now FOMO into the green candles, maybe over here somewhere, and then make the price go up even higher. So how it always happens, like if this is the fair value of our cryptocurrency, right? We were at all-time high, and we can all agree that an all-time high, there you are overvalued, right? What happens is the price goes down again. So here you see the price goes down again, and maybe if the fair value is here, let's draw a nice line here for you guys. So let's say the fair value is somewhere here. Let's make it a little bit bigger so you can actually see. Fair value is always green, right? So let's make it a green line. Fair value is somewhere here at 7 cents, and we were at 50 cents. So obviously what happens is people are FOMO, are selling down the price, and then we are crossing the fair value, and we are even going below the fair value, because this is what always happens with crypto. We are oscillating around the fair value price. And now we reach the bottom, and it's actually best opportunity, the very best opportunity to buy. But did you guys do it? No. Most of you sold, and most of you were thinking we're going to 1 cent. It never reached there. And now what will happen? Because we are, still under the fair value. In my imaginary fair value line here, we're still under that. So I believe we will shoot up there to 12 cents fairly quick. Because for what I have seen is that the big market makers, they want the price to be up there. And later on, I will give you some reasons why that is. So do we have some more things in the chat? Not so far. Just one more thing here by Ross Hex. I never have tried, but I have used it to swap Ethereum W to ETH. I don't know exactly what you mean, because I think we were talking about Staker App, and Staker App doesn't offer this. But if you were playing around with ETH W, man, that's great. I think everybody should do their experiences, because this is how you learn in crypto, just by doing. All right, so our last picture was here. Your friend saw me. We don't have that anymore. We have Access Alive just did a YouTube live stream with Cabana Crypto. Guys, really, really interesting 2 hours live stream. And it's really interesting all the time when Access Alive is there, because he has his tool, accessalive.com, where you can learn everything that you need to know if you are new to crypto. I think it's really beneficial to have somebody like Access Alive, who is a mentor, who is in crypto already for years and years and years, and he can teach you all of those things instantly. You do his course in like 1 or 2 or 3 hours. You have all the most valuable information that can make you rich AF, like Richard Hart is doing that with his ecosystem that he has provided for us. I just wanted to share that. Something really interesting that I also learned the last week when I was on my live stream with Dipcatcher is this year, the Dipcatcher algorithm. I got it myself, and the price is going up, guys. So if you still want to get the Dipcatcher algorithm, I think it's a really, really cool tool. And I talked about that on live stream with Dipcatcher. Is it here? Here you guys see it. There's the stream. really, really cool. Here he talked about the dip catcher algorithm and how it works, what you can do. And I just wanted to show you guys the price is going up 0.045 Ethereum. I think I paid 0.040 Ethereum. And every 200 minters, the price is going up. And what this tool does for you, you plug it into your trading view, and it basically shows you where are the best dips for Hex to buy. You can also use it for all the other coins that you love, like Hedron and Icosa, and I think it's a great tool. I have not tried it out myself. I was not been able to get an account on TradingView. They make it really hard for you guys to get a TradingView account, but I'm on it. I will do it, and then I will probably show you the dip catcher trading view algorithm also on my YouTube channel. We will also always see if Hex is in a nice dollar cost average zone or not. So I will share all of that with you guys. So Matty All In made this tweet here, and I'm always trying to encourage you guys to be YouTubers, do content for Hex on the internet, because this is the most important thing in crypto in general. The only thing that price cares about is if people buy and sell. If people buy, the price goes up. If people sell, the price goes down. And the only way how they can find out about Hex is through the community, through me, through Maddie, Cabana Crypto, Access Life, all those amazing people. And I am always educating for you guys to also start a YouTube channel. It is so beneficial out of many, many reasons. So let's see what Maddie has written down here. I have a small university worth of people who tune in for my weekly shows, and I'm super grateful. But with 117 weeks ago, I had never live streamed before. Becoming a crypto YouTuber has had several long-term benefits, including, and here we see, building a loyal community, developing expertise and credibility, earning income, network opportunities, network illustration of my amazing Twitter circle. And I think I'm here as well somewhere nice. This is really one of the biggest reasons why I say everybody should start a YouTube channel or start being engaged in the Hex community, because you get to know most amazing people in crypto. We are all networking with each other, all helping each other, and it is so much fun. Contributing to the crypto community, I think that the most important thing in life is to be financially free. Life gets so much exponentially better when you have money, and when you can give this gift to the people that they can make it themselves. It is beautiful. So contributing to the crypto community, in coins with no admin keys, no middlemen, and that have real generational wealth potential, that I think is really important and is really making an impact. So, create your Telegram chat, create your community. I think this is really beneficial. Thank you, Matty All In, for putting that together. That's great information for everybody. And, I didn't even read that pro tip here. Bonus tip: another way to stay committed to being a YouTuber is send money to your future self. I love it. It's amazing. Time Lock Hex and PulseChain with Time Pays Me. That's the app that Matty All In is creating, and he is also the creator of Smart Vault. Here you see it. It's a really cool app that uses a mechanism for you to be even safer with your crypto, and it's basically hackable proof. You can get hacked, but if you use his app, then not a hacker can even do stuff, even if he got on your seed phrase. I think it's a pretty cool tool and has big potential in the future. Obviously, follow Matty All In. I would say Matty All In is the #1 YouTuber when it comes to Hex. There are only few people that are as motivated as he is. There's nobody in Hex who brings the alpha like he is doing. He's really bringing in the people. He has a lot of following, a big community, and that's why I think he's advocating so much for being a YouTuber himself, because it was so beneficial for him, and I think it is beneficial for all of us. For me especially. Cabana Crypto, amazing show today, and all the YouTubers out there. So, And here, look what I did, a little joke, obviously, but in a second you will realize why I did that joke. What if the bull market already started? Hex here at 6 cents. Remember, these are highly speculative markets that we are in. FOMO is a real thing in crypto. Once we see some green candles, more and more buys will come in, and this is just the nature of speculative assets. I already told you guys, let's see, maybe here I have the next tweet, because this was a couple of days ago. Hex came from like 1.7 cents up to 7 cents, and here's what we are seeing. I made a little picture here with the 2 arrows. So we reached the 7 cents, and then look what happened. People sold. We reached the 7 cents again, people sold. And now we can actually go to the chart here again, and we can see nothing happened. So maybe we have to go to not the weekly, but to the 4 hours. That's going to give us a nice outlook here. You guys know I'm here on Uniswap Dex.Screener, Uniswap. What is the site called? Uniswap.hex.vision. And this is the all-time chart. I want to have the chart for right now, so I can make my point with what I wanted to say there with this meme. And right now I see we are under 5 cents, under 6 cents, sorry. So let's bring that up again. So first, let's go back to the picture that I have drawn here. Here I'm saying, guys, huddle on with this funny picture here. And now let's go back to the chart. So we see here, we reached 7 cents, we went down, we reached 7 cents again, and we went down even more. And now we are trying to, get back to this, and people are selling. So it seems like the market has decided 6 cents, this is the price for now, and we are really struggling with some more buys to get up there. I'm really confident that we will reach it, 12 cents or even higher in short term. But why I'm bringing that up is because, guys, we have now the FOMO stage of crypto. The eyes are on Hex. Everybody is seeing here, oh man, we went all the way up, all green candles, and people are forming in. They were waiting for 1 cent. They were maybe waiting for 2 cents. They did not get in. And now they are chasing the dips here. And whenever it dips a little bit, that's where the buyers are pouring in. And I mean, this is exactly what happened the last 2 or 3 days, right? Let's see here. We were at the bottom of 1.7 cents, and this was not even 2 months ago, January 1st, January 3rd, that was still the bottom here. Even here, we were really low, January 18th. So this is just 20 days ago where we were here at this point, and so far we made 200%, which is a 3x still. And the people that did not buy here at 1 cent, at 2 cent, at 3 cent, these people are now all buying. And whenever it goes down a little bit, they are accumulating. So I actually do not see the price of Hex, going down too much, maybe to 5 cents, who knows? But will it go down to 1 cent again, to 1.7? I don't believe so. I think the people that, got left behind here, they are now all buying down here. And later on, we will look into liquidity a little bit more. And that's where then I really finish off my point, why you guys should rather hold right now than selling in the bottom. KDP, what is she saying? The Ethereum-based certificate of deposit Hex attracted a whale count of 112 people on February 20th. This was just a couple of days ago. That is the token's second highest whale count in February 2023. Brian Q forecasts the likelihood of a mid-sized correction similar to what happened after February 9th when it registered its highest whale count for the month. He believes that the crypto market is setting up for an eventful end of the Q1 2023. And Q1 2023, I believe this should be really, really soon. Isn't it like in March or something like this? I believe so, right? But what the message is here, what the big message is, that the whales are accumulating Hex. And we have been seeing that since for a long time. The God whale is in Hex. And just 2 weeks ago, I just saw something like this, that the whale count, how many whales hex are accumulating hex is really, really up there, February 9th. Then obviously did a correction. That's always what's happening when the price goes up, right? What happens when the price goes up to a new local high? It means we are overvalued. And then it shoots under the fair value again. And we are oscillating always around the fair value. You guys have to understand that. And this is why it is totally possible that we are doing something like we are doing here. We are overshooting by a little bit. Let's make a draw again. Like this is the fair value, all right? Let's say this is the fair value. We don't know where the fair value is, only the market knows. But let's say this was the fair value, short-term fair value. So we shoot up a little bit, and then we will also maybe go beneath it a little bit. But then what happens is we will find ourselves somewhere here. And I'm not saying the fair value is 5 cents. I'm just trying to make a point of how the fair value works and how we are always oscillating around that. Because at the end, the market is always right, guys. The market teaches you a really valuable lesson, which there is. The market is always right, and the market is longer solvent that you can stay insolvent. There's this cool saying around this. I forgot what it exactly was. Right, so let's go back to where we have been here. I tried to make my point that we should rather hold than selling at the bottom here. And why is this? Because the whales are coming in, they're accumulating hex, and whenever people accumulate hex, it's really, really interesting, especially because of the liquidity distribution that we have going on right now. This is also something that I talked with Access Alive just a couple of days ago, and it made me mega bullish. And since then, the whales, the market makers in hex, were really doing a lot of things with the liquidity that made us all mega, mega bullish. Look, there's another tweet of your friend Zombie, so let's get into that. A gentle sir did some fancy research on Ethereum ICO. The minimum investment was $4. Few people did it. On paper, hand sold for checks data, 11 profit. I sold for 3,480x. 7 still holding their, one sold for 3,480x. 7 are still holding their 13.37 ETH worth $22,000 worth today. So let's look into this graphic here. And what we see here, the ICO price was 31 cents. The minimum investment was $4. And one person here, for example, sold already after a 3x. Crazy. He could have made his deal of his life, but he decided to go out after 3x. This person sold a little bit higher, but was that life-changing wealth? No. Like, because in these early days, people have never seen anything like 5x, 50x, 100x. They did not know what that is and how high it can really go. So they got scared, they got flushed out, they wanted to take profits. And only a few diamond hands here you see were able to hold through those crazy times and crazy volatility of Ethereum. And you see here one person even did $14,400 out of $4 alone. I think that's a pretty great deal. And the people that are still holding on, well, these are the diamond hands. They are the ones that will get generational wealth with Ethereum. Can you do that nowadays? If you buy Ethereum nowadays, what is it, the price? 1,200? What will be the Ethereum price in the future? Let's say 10,000, 20,000. So you're making like 10x, 20x. Is this life-changing wealth? If you invest $1 million, sure it is. But if you're investing $4, then not so much. And this is exactly why PulseChain can do that for you. And this is exactly why Richard Hart will make us all rich AF. We just have to follow the past of cryptocurrency, what it did, how it developed, and how everything works. And then we have to look into the future a little bit. We already can strategize with Hex. We can do all our research. But I think the future lies in PulseChain and PulseX. And it is not even out. We have the innovation in front of us, but it's not out. It's the perfect time for us right now to prepare, to get ready, because Richard Hart will make us all rich AF. I'm convinced in that. Later on, we will talk a little bit more about cycles. We will talk about liquidity in a couple of minutes, and then you guys will see what I mean with that. So more from Sami, and Sami is so great. I love this guy. You guys have seen already, I made a couple of videos with the KSB line on Hex and Zen, and you know, the similarities, the difference, and so on. And I became a fan of Jack Levin. Just like I became a fan of Richard Hart, I'm now a fan of Jack Levin as well. I think all cryptocurrency is a ticker symbol that you buy to hold and hope the price goes up. And I don't see too much of a difference between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Hex, and also Zen. And this is why I want to bring this video here up of Sami, because Sami is fighting me hard right now when it comes to Zen. He is not that much of a fan. And I want to show you guys the video, and then you guys get a sense of how funny this guy is. You guys should definitely check him out, and we will watch this video together now.
To $60 million. Oh, good morning there, baby doll, sweetie pie, pumpkin cherry. How are you today? This is the Zen chart, and it starts up here to go down here, and we are getting closer to my ultimate prophecy call. Many eons ago, I just drew this line, and I want you to have a look at this, okay? Right now, you see this price, minus 99.99%. If it goes down to my magical line of friendship, it rounds down to minus 100%. Should you buy minus 100%? Well, I'm not going to give you any financial advice until you straighten your back right now. Okay, now that you're done, no, we can't buy minus 100%. If you go kindly to my Twitter and my YouTube, especially my YouTube, you'll see that there's a lot of future supply unlocks coming. So even though you see this number here, 415K liquidity, you divide it by 2 for the bids. The bid side's only got like 200,000. But the future unlocks in the next 350 to 400 days for Zen is about $50 to $60 million. So those bids are wafer thin compared to that. If they don't dump, you're sweet. But you know something about people, and so do I. Those other people, they are toilet paper hands, and they will test the believers. So if you want to be a bottom picker, good luck to you, kind sir, kind madam. I want to see a testing of strong hands first. I want people to start questioning everything. Do you see anybody on Twitter saying buy Zen? No, they're just saying join the community. And that means mint and extract money from this pool, okay? That messaging is not strong enough to reverse this. Now, I hope someone comes and just clips it big and starts inserting a lot of liquidity and money. But, I mean, this is the trend that it's going down for now, okay? So we're going to watch and see. We've actually got some big, decent unlocks coming in the next 50 to 60 days. We might get our prophecy call then. But you just got to be careful. Just because something's minus 100% down, it does not change the fact that when I come across you and I see you as my friend, I will then hug you because you're my friend. Until next time, friends. And don't forget to tell your mum that you love her.
Sami is so great. He became one of my most favorite YouTubers in general. Like, I go there, I even watch the old stuff. I normally don't do that when it comes to crypto. I know in cryptocurrency you want to have the newest information, but for Sami, I'm going down like to his oldest videos because they are so fun to watch. And we had here somebody saying, Trevor is saying, you ever met Ski Cat? What's he up to? I never met Ski Cat, but I know what he is up to, because if we go to my site, pumphex.com, first of all, and pumphex.com, in the link section, you find the gifts here. And then you can see all my gifts that I created on pumphex.com. You can also download them. And if you go down here, we see Ski Cat riding his hex. He is still enjoying his hex, I believe. I don't think people like Ski Cat get out too early. They are waiting for another 10,000x, and they are like celebrating the community, probably being on the beach, doing some surfing. That's what I see Ski Cat is doing. But let's go back to what Sami was saying here again, fudding hard when it comes to Zen. And I really like Sami so much. That's why I think I don't have the video open anymore. So let's bring that down. I like Sami so much, and I mean, he has some really valid points. Just because a price goes down 100%, it doesn't mean it can go down even more. So the Zen chart was the number one chart for me. Why? I did not got in Zen from the beginning. Then later on, I learned from other people that, it's not really always about the price chart. But I think he made a really great point there when he was talking about the liquidity. So let's bring that up. And this is the number one reason why I'm not telling anybody to buy Zen. I'm just saying it's a really interesting coin that you can use to learn about crypto. Let me bring the chart up here so I can make my point. So here you see Zen chart down over 99.9%. Maybe you could argue that the starting price was really high. If the starting price would have been here down there, then it wouldn't be 99.99% down. But I watched the chart. I said it's the worst chart in crypto. I'm not going to buy that. I'm not going to mess with that. Then people told me when you hold on to your mint for long term, and then you have more Zen than your mint cost, then you are in a profit even. But the point that he is making is about the liquidity. In the future, about $5 million are coming out for Zen. And if there's only $4,000 in liquidity, and maybe the market makers are a little bit smart and pulling the liquidity to right moments, then I see the people, maybe not being 2x, 3x up, but maybe even being right at their mint cost, maybe even being down and not even minting their Zen. My point is, use Zen as an educational coin as it was intended to be. Learn about it. Do a couple of mints. You can do batch mints, just throw them out into the future. Jack Levin is working really hard every single day. He's bringing out new products that are burning Zen, that are doing other stuff for Zen. And maybe we are hoping in the future the price goes up and we are all in profit. I mean, this is at the end exactly what the risk was when people bought Bitcoin in the early days. It was the same risk that I took when I bought Hex in the first days, and the price was just going down, and everybody was calling us a scam, and Hex would go to zero. And now we find the same situation about Zen, don't we? All the people are saying it is a scam. Price will go down forever. But here, on the other hand, we have Jack Levin, who is, I got to say all this funny thing, number 21 Googler. He did also 2 other domains where he hosts picture on the internet. And he is overall a really cool guy. I interviewed him twice. I got to know him a little bit, and I just had a good feeling about him. So what I'm doing now is that all my bets are with Richard Hart. He's the person that I believe into, because I know Richard Hart will make me rich AF. And, Jack Levin is there as well, so I can learn about crypto, can learn about transaction, learn that the worst chart in crypto doesn't matter as long as you're profitable with what you are doing and your coin. And then if you have a founder, who is down to earth, who is building and helping the community, who is doing all this promotion, who's bringing in VC, well, this is what we want. Now we are invested in 2 different ideas, in the Richard Hart ecosystem idea with making 10,000x in 1.5 years, and also in the Jack Levin ecosystem, which is there to learn about crypto and teach the first principles and onboard as many people as possible in the best cryptocurrencies that there are. And what I'm always saying is, how the Hexicans are saying that Jack Levin, the vampire, attacked Hex and got all the Hexicans to get into Zen. Maybe there is a little bit of a truth there. But I believe that in the future, when Jack Levin does what he does, onboarding the people into his new blockchain X1, well, eventually people will get bored. Eventually, they will see, oh, look at this Zen community consists of so many rich Hexicans. Why am I not rich? Well, because Hex did 10,000x. Now let me try this new ecosystem PulseChain, and that's where I believe we can reverse this attack and make the Zenicans Hexicans. This is my plan. All right, so what else do we have here? We went through this. We talked about whales. We talked about zombie. We didn't talk about Jake yet. And Jake has a pretty similar crypto journey like I have. and I see the stream probably will get a little longer today. We are already 1 hour and 20 minutes in. I'm still not through with all my tabs here. So let's close this, and next we will talk about Jack. He is here up next, and I also want to show some of you guys in the chat. So we showed that already. Love Sami and his fluffy socks. Great analytic skills, 100%, man. His fluffy socks, his back up straight, and all his words, really, really funny. Glad Sami is pro PP. I'm holding mine. Man, I just did my free claim on PP token. You know, if somebody like Sami talks about PP, I think that can already cause the price to go up. I mean, he says himself he doesn't believe so, but I think so. Trevin says, Lon, yeah, Zen is the worst I have ever seen. The worst chart I have ever seen, but they have a community. They have a founder, and people, you know, they do stuff on the blockchain. All those things I like. And now what we are doing is we get involved with as little gas cost as possible. This is the game. This is what we are trying to do. We look at the Ethereum gas price, we check out when it's cheap, and then we mint. Maybe batch mint is a possibility that you can do. And now we're doing what we're all doing in crypto. We are praying and hoping that the price goes up in the future so we can make a little bit of money. Lock doesn't affect the Zen chart. Funny enough, you are right. That everyone is calling it a scam, that is the rock solid proof that it is what Richard Hart says it is. Please remember to thank the people for the unintended support law. Well, believe in yourself makes exactly the point that I'm trying to make. People were telling everybody and their mother that Hex is a scam. It will go to zero. And what happened? The opposite happened. Richard Hart did 10,000x. And now we have the same situation here again. You guys see it with Zen, with Jack Levin. Everybody is calling him a scammer. Not everybody, but some people do it. And the price chart looks awful. I was the same. I said the same thing. Price chart awful. This is scam. This is an attack. And then later on, I opened my eyes when I realized, man, I do not want to be a maxi, because if you're a maxi, you lose opportunity. And maybe Zen isn't such an opportunity. Like Sami is saying, should you buy it? No. Should you buy it when it goes to the 100% down? No. You should mint, be involved, and look at it. That's what you should do. And I think because we are all talking about it so much, eventually then it will go up in price. Not only because Jack Lemmon is a great guy and because the community is building so much and burning so much, but I think because we are talking about it and we are bringing the eyes to it. So always have that in mind. Just look at the Zen chart low. Exactly. We just showed it. It's down 100%. It might be even going down even more. So there must be a lot of hope on our side that we make money eventually one day. It may do a quick pump here and there. We have seen that already, yes. Maybe after some years it will reverse. Exactly, Hexodl, it is not like Hex, but it has the same distribution model like Hex. The distribution of how much Zen is minted will go down over time, and the inflation phase is 8 years, should be a little bit slower, maybe 4 years with all the things that are coming out, but it will take a long, long time until Zen is profitable. It's more by design than anything. The adoption phase is quite extended out to 3 or over 8 years. You see, Hexodl, you have already looked into it. You probably saw our video, Hex versus Zen. Am I right or not? Check out the Hex birthday highlight video. Yes, we just showed it here in the beginning of the video, and now you can also watch it yourself. Just click on the link and go to KSB TV and watch the videos there. Please leave a comment. Kaylin made a great effort doing that. Hex AA was just a year and still quite long. I had the same feeling. I think the AA was too long with 1 year. It could have also been 1 year, half a year, but who am I to judge? Hex did 10,000x. It was designed to do 10,000x in 2.5 years. It did that in 1.5 years. So how could we have done any better? We are winning so much, and we were winning so much that how could we have done anything any better? I don't think it would be possible, I must say. It was a fixed half a B of Hex a day, though distributed to those who put ETH in. Exactly, those who put ETH in, and Was it 500 million? Yeah, it was a little bit more than 500 million coins every single day. And this only for 1 year. And then after this 1 year was over, man, we went to the moon. So Hex game theory on point. This is how it should be. I think we do better to engage Zenians and not alienate them. Zen will launch on PulseChain and use PulseX. All bullish for you, for us in a Richard Hart ecosystem. JB, I think you make a great point here. We should not alienate them. So we should not make them hateful towards us, because I think Hexicans, I think Jack Levin will be one of the best marketing tools for the Hexicans, because we have a chart like this, they have a chart like this. At one point, people want to have fun and make money, and then they will come over and play with our ecosystem. And with all the amazing tools that we have provided by Power City, for example, they will probably make it really easy for the Zenians to come over and play with our imaginary internet money. The sacrifice of PulseChain and PulseX were quite short and with a FOMO curve, very well done. Yes. And then just the fact that we had to wait 2 more years after the sacrifice made everybody like engage way, way more. I think it's crazy. I cannot even imagine how it's gonna end once it comes out. I think Jack only hope is to bond his X1 token to Zen to try to pump. Yeah, well, that's exactly what he's doing, right? He's bringing out other 2 or 3 or 4 products. He's bringing out probably way more than that. He's bringing out 5, 6, 7 products that are helping the Zen ecosystem. For me, as not an investor, but as a community member, I would say, as somebody who minted Zen, this is exactly what I want to see, right? I want to see that the founder is doing stuff. I want to see that the community is building stuff. I want to see that the numbers are there, and we are seeing all of this, and now we just have to hope. If you look past the chart to the community, do you find value in community, in collaborations? It could be said that chart is a clever disguise, perhaps a form of protection to allow growth. Man, I definitely see your point here. By having this this chart, you will probably have the same thing as we have going on for us in Hex. Only the smart people that can look past that, they will look into Zen. So maybe the chart is exactly intended to be like this, to weed out the paper hands between the big and strong believers. So that's actually a really good point here. 5555, let's go. 100%. If we could fork ETH for X1, we all the tokens and beat PLS to market instead of L2, it's easy to just start an empty chain. Xhodl, I think here you are making a little bit of a thought mistake. And the mistake is that you think that security, decentralization, how fast is a chain, all of those things, that they matter. They don't matter at all. I don't want to say they don't matter at all. They matter a little bit because of the first principles, because of all those things that you said. We know that cryptocurrency is not a scam. But the only thing that matters is that we go up in price. This is what Richard Hart has found, and this is why he's behaving like this. This is why he created Hex the way he does, because he knows the only thing that matters is that people buy, that people hold. We call it staking. And then the third most important thing, that the community talks about it all the time and brings the eyes. So all of those narratives, they are cool, but they are not the most important thing. The most important thing is people buying and holding, and this is what Hex does better than any other coin. What would X1 make different from BNB and Polygon? The difference is the founder. The difference is that they're building products to burn Zen. The difference is the community. You cannot fork a community. PLS is a whole system state, so everyone can just come over, and even without having to bridge. Exactly. No need to bridge, even though Power City is building a beautiful bridge aggregator. It's going to be a cool technology. Guys, look into it. I just made a video with Just Ask Jesse where we were talking about all those things. I'm cutting up videos right now, short videos, and bringing them out. You should all watch them all. So much alpha. It's really cool. Empty ghost chains aren't successful. Well, and here you see, I think Zen, man, I feel you. I definitely feel you, but I have also the feeling Zen people are engaging with their blockchain, and it won't be a ghost chain. Yeah, lots of more FOMO sapiens are aware of PulseChain who haven't sacrificed 100%. All the social media influencers are coming by saying that there's that they have sacrificed, and so on and so on. And now I'm having a one-on-one discussion with Hex Huddle here. I see. If you guys have any question, put them into the chat right now. I will go through all my other tabs that I have open here after I've been done with all the Hex Huddle comments. Hex was delayed by 2 years. I heard. I luckily found Hex right before it launched, and I'm really happy after since. And after people sacked for ETH, they also had to wait. Man, after I sacked my Ethereum, I did not sack it. I put it in there and I had my Hex right away, but the price was falling down and I was crying. I have never seen anything like this. And then the price was going up and I did not take any profit because I was staking every single time. And then the price was going down again 80% and I was crying again. Like during 1 year, this happened like 5 or 6 times like this. Eventually I got sick. I realized I have to stop looking at the chart and actually produce some memes, and this is what I did. Those on BNB that just take in BNB FOMOs and launch as soon as possible are just pump and dumps. Exactly. Got to build up the FOMO. FOMO really important in crypto. One does have to be a scam to lag pumper mentals or rather have dumper mentals. One doesn't have to become a scam. Well, you know, I see that you are not agreeing with Jack Levin's pumper mentals or game theory. You know what? I think the game theory between Zen and Hex are pretty alike, so to say. Programmed in without simulating first. Maybe it sounds that they are programming really fast and maybe there's not time for simulating. Hex was simulated prior to launch by Dev Kyle, I think, and RH was confident it's gonna succeed. Yes, 100%. They did a simulation by Dev Kyle, but even more important was the audit. The audit was proving that the economy, the game theory of Hex works like intended, and the simulation by Dev Kyle was way off. It was way off, but he didn't have any data, right? After we had a little bit of data, we were making the Power of T-shirt presentation for the first time in 2021, then the second time 2022, and now we just did it a third time. It's on pumphex.com. You guys should check it out. It's also on KSB TV. If you don't want to read it, you can also watch it. Hex only dumped for a month for all-time high, then never seen again. You know, the funny thing is Hex dumps just like everything else. Why is that? Because it's a new coin. 96% dumps are in the game, and actually we want them as well. Because when I made a stream with Access Alive, he said that because of the 96% dump, all the paper hands are out, all the inflation that gets paid out right now to the short-term stakers, even if they all sell, we have more buyers than sellers right now. This is why we got to 7 cents. PulseChain and PulseX may be similar or even better, even now with more money in the system. 100% it's going to be insane. More money is just piling up. You guys put it in the chat right now. What do you guys believe short-term and long-term? What's going to outperform, PulseX or PulseChain? I will tell you my idea later on. Even paper hands didn't get a chance to get out of Zen. Well, Miala, I believe we are all holding onto our Zen because we want to mint as long as possible to get the most Zen. Well, I batch minted. I didn't even look of how many Zen I got or how much they're worth because they're all out 450 days. In 2009, it was a experiment, but now everyone saw the result and new people got the FOMO. Exactly. So every single cryptocurrency that launches new is an experiment, and I think that's what Zen is as well. Even PulseChain is an experiment to a certain extent, even though we have a great founder, even though we know a lot of people invested and will hold, even though we know we have a crypto community that is talking about it. I mean, look, I have the PulseChain logo right behind me. Critics of Zen chart might want to look at the chart of future supply. Well, I think Somi is making the argument of future market supply looks really bad for Zen. In the next 400 days, a huge ton of Zen is hitting the market and people will sell. People will sell, I know that for sure. So we will see the price going lower even more. And what is interesting is to learn to maybe mint and to, just check it out. Don't buy. Last night at the BitBoy Crypto Book Tour meetup, he said privately to us, group of 45 people, he will be announcing soon public he is adding Hex to his BitBoy company portfolio. Dan Beast, thank you so much for writing that. I didn't know that. I just know that BitBoy was hanging out with Corey Costa here somewhere. Let's bring that up. Corey Costa just hang out with BitBoy. I know he is doing his tour. I already saw some pictures of BitBoy. He had like a small room, and I thought, man, I had even a better room on my 5555 tour than BitBoy. I thought that was pretty cool. Which bag do you want to grow most on launch, PulseChain or PulseX? What strategy are you going to use to make that happen? What I want doesn't matter. What the people want, what does the market want, does matter. And how much people did we had sacrificing for PulseChain? This much. How much did we sacrifice for PulseX? Like this much. Way more money was involved, number of people was higher, and all this tells me people love PulseX. But they also love PulseChain probably, and that's why I'm thinking they will take their PulseX and put it into PulseChain. Maybe they are accumulating Hex right now to put it into PulseChain. I think PulseChain will run really good in the first couple of months, maybe first half a year, 1 year. I don't know how long it's going to take, but then PulseX will outperform really, really strong. Why is that? I believe PulseChain has the layer 1 narrative going on for them. And actually, I get all my points that I'm talking about lately from Somi. Somi is so great, and that's why I'm bringing him up as much as I can. Let's go to this CoinCrab site here, the site that I normally do not go to, only if I want to make a point, which now is the time for. So let's see. What do we have here? We have layer 1. We have another layer 1. Layer 1, layer 1, layer 1. And here we have our first layer 2, right? Dogecoin even has a blockchain now. Solana, I don't know. Polkadot, I think layer 1. My point is they're all layer 1s. So there is the layer 1 narrative. PulseChain is a layer 1. So people want to see PulseChain up here somewhere. That's my point. People do not believe that a little application built on top of something can be worth anything. They're not valuing it correctly yet. They don't know about new technology. They don't know about the buy and burn of PulseX. They don't know about it being the most liquid exchange, right? Having a first mover advantage. They don't know that most people sacrifice for PulseX. They don't know that you can stake it and do all the fun things. But obviously, the most interesting thing is going to be the buy and burn. If we hit the same numbers as Uniswap, it will be like $600,000 of PulseX buying every single day and then burning it, never hitting the market ever again. And here I just wanted to show the layer 1 narrative is really strong, still strong in the crypto community. So this is what we all have to look out for. PLSX fixer will set the initial ratios and got the most liquidity. So I'd say 10x, then a pump and dump, but never as low as the SEC limit to the ETH as a native gas token launch, better than ERC20. Well, I'm totally agreeing with you, Hexodl. I think, like you said, we will pump up really, really quick. Then we will get the paper hands out. This will happen always. And then, you know, from this low point, which is probably, like you say, not under the sacrifice limit, from there, we will do 14,000x in 2 years. That's my prediction. I put all into PulseX. Trevor, I do not agree with this strategy. I think it's great to go all in, but I also believe you should have Hex, you should have PulseChain, because in the first year, PulseChain will outperform. After that, PulseX will outperform. And you want to have exposure to everything, you know? Luna sell holders wish they called SEC'd at all. Oh yeah, 100%. Everything that was SEC'd was dumped since. No, I actually don't think so. Everything that was SEC'd was dumped since. Maybe of other coins that the sacrifice address did not want to hold, but I'm sure that I heard that the sacrifice address of PulseX probably by now is the #1 biggest holder of DAI in the ecosystem, of the crypto ecosystem. I think that's really strong. Wow, BitBoy pumping our bags is going to be glorious. Last night we were in Philly. Awesome. Who else is in Philly? I think the zombie crypto miner is also in Philly. They are doing events down there. Pretty cool. Baba is saying PulseChain before PulseX, but PulseX will pump permanently and harder, 100%. ETH only recently became deflationary a bit, and PulseX are by design. So, well, PulseChain was by design, but this was back then. Now, Richard Hart is actually, trying to make it as deflationary as possible. And I don't know if it's going to be deflationary right from the get-go. BitBoy was in Philly last night. Amazing. In about 400 days, there won't be much new Zen coming out. That's going into the Bitcoin halving and potentially the next big bull run. Yeah, that's a good argument. In 400 days, maybe the minting will slow down. By then, we will have high gas fees, so there won't be too much minting. So let's hope all for the best. With Richard and PulseChain, I have the feeling I don't need that much hope anymore. There were a few closet Hexicans there. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. PulseX has what's called real yield. Really? Because I thought real yield is when you get USDC. But I think by staking PulseX single-sided, you get more incentive token, which is a volatile token, which is actually not real yield. Am I saying it correctly here? I believe so. 14,000x, we're going to the moon. 100 people there were excited about PulseChain launch. The perfect storm is FOMOing. Big influencers, the highs of stakes, FOMO. Man, these are exactly the reasons that I had last week when I was talking about the number 5 reasons that make me exciting for Hex right now. The number 5 reasons why I'm getting bullish again. And here you have it. Guys, definitely, if you like my stream so far today, go back to this video here, to this stream, because there I'm talking for how long? Let's see, 1 hour about the 5 reasons why I'm bullish again. And I think I threw in some bonus reasons as well why I'm bullish. So definitely check that out. I mean, the price of everything that was sacked was dumped since then, I mean. Oh yeah, like everything that you could have sacked, like Hex, like Hedron, for example, right? Was going down ever since. And sacrificing Hex, for example, I think was a good choice. Because now your sacrifice amount did not go down. Why? Because the points were evaluated in dollars, right? I mean twice. PulseChain is the next ETH. 100%, I agree with you. I think PulseChain is the one catalyst that will start the next bull run. Just like Hex started, and then after Hex started, we started the bull run. This is exactly what will happen again, I believe. Not as much middleman. I think almost no middleman. Real yield is when the yield is in another asset token than the one staked. Okay, now I can make I definitely see how you see it here with real yield and unreal yield. But if the token that you earn is volatile by itself as well, if it's crypto, then it's not real yield, because it's only real yield if you have it stable, and if it's going down in a bear market, it's still the same value. So I would distinguish between these 2 things. Real yield is getting USDC, and like the other yield, which we just call yield, is when you earn more crypto. Ever liquidity provide in stables USDC DAI. I never did it. I think it's not that interesting. I don't have that much of stable coins. If I would, then maybe I would try it. It seems not that risky. But there are other cool things that you can do with your crypto to earn real yield. So the stake token doesn't inflate and can be made deflationary by burn another method. Right now, I think you lost me a little bit. I don't know what you mean. Abed is a machine. Thank you, babe, so much for being here. She is watching on 3 devices. She is doing what you guys should be doing as well. Put out your phone, put out your computer, log into different accounts, and watch my YouTube channel here with 3 or 4 devices. Give me a couple more likes and clicks. That would help. Thank you, guys. Hexodal 14,000x mean. Here are some future billionaires in the chat law. Baba, what you have to realize is that you are absolutely right. And at one point, we will get so rich that, we have the same position as the Godwell has in Hex right now. He has billions of dollars in Hex, right? He has like $1 billion worth of Hex. But the liquidity is only, let's see where the Hex liquidity is. Oh, that's not the chart that we want to see. We're gonna go to Hex. I think this one is a good one. And here we see $6.7 million in a liquidity pool. Here we will talk a little bit about liquidity pool once I'm done with the chat, and by now I am. So let's do the last two things. Then we talk about liquidity because this is so mega bullish. Thoughts on Zen Crypto? Is it worth minting or buying on FTM and AVAX chain? If it's coming to other chains, I don't know. I must say I only minted on the Ethereum chain. I only minted a little bit. I would definitely recommend to not buy, to just mint, get involved, learn about it, learn about gas fees, learn about all the other products, learn about Jack, learn about all those things, but buy Hex. This is what I would do. Are you in Mexico too, Yori? Yes, she is here with me, of course. Sub Abed, last question here. Then we will finish up my all my tabs that I have still prepared, and then at the end we will do more questions. So I knew this is going to be a long stream today. People will eventually get bored of the Bored Apes crap and put their funds into Hex, PulseChain, PulseX, but at much higher prices, 100%. Yes. So this is exactly what I wanted to say before when I was talking about FOMOing, because as soon as we see some green candles, what's going to happen? More people will be buying and buying and buying. All right, so the next step that I have here is from Jake Sharp. Man, I love this guy as well. He is so good. He's a crypto entrepreneur. He entered 2017, and I entered 2017 as well, but at the end when Hex started. And he basically has pretty much the same experience as me when it comes to crypto, with a little difference. I was in Hex since day one, and he was not. Even though he knew exactly how to play the game, that's what he will talk about in this. And I did not. I was in the right cryptocurrency. And being in the right cryptocurrency is so powerful, I can tell you. Let's play this little clip here so you know what I mean by that. Oh, it will start any second here, guys.
So to me, what's up, Marty? So to me, 2023 feels like 2019. And buying during 2019 was monumental and absolutely beautiful. I kind of got into the game end of 2019, beginning of 2020. And just to give a bit of perspective, I was semi-retired after 1 year of playing the crypto market correctly. But it's not like I was a noob. I was already investing before. I had a hell of a lot of investing books. I was a software engineer. I understood economics. I'm amazing at game theory. And for me, the skill set just kind of clicked. For most people, the way it works is if you don't have a tech background, or if you don't have an investment background, or a business background, or an economics background, because I used to build like funnels and then webinar funnels, like paid ads. I manage millions of dollars of ad spend, so numbers are kind of like it's my language. I talk in numbers. So knowing that, most people, the way they kind of play crypto is they get in at the top of some kind of cycle. Like probably like close to 30% of crypto came in during the 2017 top when everybody else was talking about crypto. Then they got it at the top, and then they just rode it all the way down to the bottom of the bear market. And then
So you see what he's saying? This is the normal behavior in cryptocurrency. So people get in when they see green candles at the top, and then they all write it down. They didn't make any profit because they came so late. And here's exactly my point. Just like Jake, I just found out I entered the crypto market just like Jake in end of 2019. That's where Hex came out, and I was in Hex since the early beginning. Jake often says that he is not a Hex OG. He wish he was, but that's the difference. He knew how to play the game, and that's why he probably has pretty close of my portfolio as well, but I did not know. I was a pleb, and look what Hex Hodl is saying. Hex is designed to turn plebs into millionaires, and this is exactly what happened with me. Like, it took me 1 year of these ups and downs and ups and downs in Hex, but because it was designed so well, because it went up 10,000x, I was also able to semi-retire after 1 year. And now that I'm retired, I'm working even more than ever. And if you play the game right with cryptocurrency, you can do the same. I mean, we are not special in any kind. Jake, me, all the other people out there, we are not special. We just know that this is the right crypto, because rich at heart will all make us rich AF. This is the title of the video, and I hope you learn a little bit out of my perspective that I have, because I want to tell you, You don't have to be the smartest guy in the room. You don't even have to be the smartest guy overall. You can just be a, average guy on YouTube doing your diligence, doing your own research, finding the right crypto community. And when you found Hex and you invest in Hex, then this is the first step to financial freedom because it is designed so well. So now let's go to the next topics here that I have prepared for you guys. Really, really interesting things going on. I don't know why this is not opening. Oh, yeah. So it all has to do with new projects that are coming out. We just today had the stream of Katy P with Jim Red Crypto. Look at this. Our Hexicans are uniting to, preach the word of what is going on in the PulseChain ecosystem. Power City is gonna be an amazing platform. Look, they're talking about Portal X, an amazing tool for us Hexicans to onboard into PulseChain. If you have not checked out Power City yet, go to my YouTube channel, check out the video that I have for Jesse. In the next couple of days, short clips will come out that will teach you exactly how is the liquidity distributed, how is the core, the Power City core working, how is the Earn protocol working, how is the marketplace working, and so on and so on. Really, really cool videos. The whole video is already out, and here I have not watched this one yet with KDP and Jimred, but I bet it was amazing as well. So here we have your friend Sami again with this chart, and the liquidity has moved a little bit. This was here February 2019. We will go into the text, into the picture in a second. Hex liquidity is still thin on the sell side, as side. This order book snapshot does necessarily mean that people will immediately buy. If they leave it there long enough, it's possible Hex drifts upwards, slicing through the thin order and people forming. So this was the situation a couple of days ago. You see here, the price was here. By now, we moved already down a little bit. And what we want to see is a lot of blue here in this area, because this means people can sell and all this USDC is ready to absorb all the sells. And up there, we want to see as little blue as possible, because it means there's just a little bit of Hex available for the people to buy. And then when the people buy, the price can shoot up really, really quick. But this tweet was from February 19th, and this was already 5 days ago. So a lot of things have happened. Let's see what has happened just yesterday. Look how the liquidity was distributed. Pretty funny. They took it and then they replaced it here in V2, and this is the price there where it has been. Then there was a huge gap of like 7 cents or something like this, and then the liquidity was up there, and Access Alive was making a comment on this as well. And this means basically that if we are here in this area and just a couple of buys come in, we will move to the 12 cents really quick. And it seems like the market makers, this is exactly the price where they want to see the Hex price being. But today this happened. The liquidity got pulled again. You see here down there, the liquidity is not here anymore. And what I wanted to do when I saw that today as well, because I liked it so much when it was like this, I wanted to check out myself how the liquidity is distributed. So let's go to info.uniswap.org. And here you can just type in Hex, for example. I did that. And then I opened up the 2 liquidity pools. And here we go. Hex USDC, and the other one is, I think, Hex USDC as well. But there are 2 different pools. This one is the 1% pool. Here you see it, 1%. And here we have the other one with 0.3. So let's look into the 2 liquidity pools and let's see how the liquidity is distributed right now. Here we have this, and here we have this one, the 1%. And here we see now they are pretty distributed, pretty the same. Prices here, we still have like a little bit to go to breach through this big liquidity here, and here we are already, and this is the 0.3, we are above the most liquidity here, and it looks like there is not much liquidity in front of us, which means we can go to the moon really, really soon. this is actually the number one bullish reason for me why I say we can go to 12 cents, to 20 cents, to 30 cents, even to the all-time high when PulseChain comes out. We already have the FOMO buyers. Remember, they saw a couple of green candles. They thought they could buy the price down there at 1 cent, but they were not able to. Now they have to buy at 6 cents. Now they have to buy at 12 cents. And how the liquidity is distributed, because in the past it was like this. But now look at this. We have the most liquidity already surpassed, and above us is only thin liquidity there. And if you look at that, how much liquidity there is, 13 million hex, 20 million hex. So there's right now, like, let's say with all the liquidity pools, 50 million hex available. And 50 million hex is not that much. If you cut that in half, you 4x the price. And this is how liquidity works. So here we can also go to look into hex. And I wanted to look at the liquidity here. And we look at what exactly your friend Somi was saying. Come on, man. He was talking about how the liquidity is distributed. Is this maybe loading faster? Here we go. And what we see here, a lot of green. This is means that this is what the people provided on USDC in order to buy hex when the price goes down. And the red thing, that's the hex that we see where people, already provided there so people can buy into it with their USDC. And I think it's a really healthy distribution right now. We want to see less red, more green. This is very, very bullish. All right, guys, I think by now I have shown you all the charts that I want to show you. We have here the all-time high chart. The price is going down a little bit. Let's see if it's here the same, 5.8. 5.8, yep. Like I said, we have to correct a little bit, but I believe here in this range, we have a lot of buyers, a lot of FOMO buyers that wanted to buy at 1 cent, but were not able to. They are happy right now that the price is dipping. It's the last chance for them to get into the train and get into the next 10,000x with hex. Well, the last thing that we are showing here is pumphex.com. Let's look at the fundamentals. I bet you guys will like it. Hex minted ABIT Hex. ABIT Hex created pumphex.com. I also created the US road trip 5555 tour. What came out of that is the car, the R8 Hex car. The community liked it a lot. We have a lot of coins coming out. The Pulse Masters was a nice event. A lot of Hexicans came. Now the Hex Cruise is going on, and all of these efforts will lead up into the Million Pulse Tour, something that I'm really waiting on for a long time now, because once we have PulseChain, I will be back on the road again, onboarding. The Hex Cruise is going on in 58 days. You guys, come to pumphex.com, learn everything about it. Here are the two most important videos when it comes to Hex Cruise. We have Black Hexican here talking about the Hex Cruise and how everything works. Actually, now I just realized that the video of KSB TV, where she talked about the Hex Cruise giveaway, is not on there, and I need to put it on there so you guys can actually win the Hex Cruise giveaway and be part of the Hex Cruise, because I think almost all tickets are sold out. There should still be some available for you guys, but I just want to show you the video with Black Hexican and Pulse Games so you can win the ticket yourself. And here it is. Win a free room on the Hex Cruise giveaway by Pulse Games. And if you watch this video, you will find out the giveaway will end in March, like 1st of March or something like this. There's still some time for you to participate and win the cruise ticket. All you guys have to do is watch the video, do all the things that are needed to participate, and then you have a really good chance. All right, and then those two videos, if you have already a ticket or if you want to buy a ticket, those are the videos that you want to watch to get informed about the Hex Cruise. The Hex gifts, we already talked about that on pumphex.com. You can download all the gifts and memes and so on. And what else did I want to show? Oh yeah, let's go to PumpHex again. And let's show you guys KSB TV. Here you also find our shop with merchandise. You will find everything that you need to know about KSB TV. We have the Hexi Awards here, and this is just created by Black Hexican as well. We had the Hexicans voting for their favorite Hexican community member, and this is a tool for us Hexicans to celebrate the community members, to, you know, who is the funniest, who is the most alpha, who is the best looking. And you guys can all go there and vote for your most favorite Hexican, because this will give engagement. This will then motivate our Hex content creators even more and thank them for the things that they are doing. I think that's an amazing tool by Black Hexican. Thank you for this. And I want you guys all to go to KSB TV and put in your votes. I will even put the link into the chat right now, so you can just click and participate, because in a couple of minutes, I will be signing off. We are going here for 2 hours. I will go through all the questions that I have here. So right now you have to, the chance to put in some more questions, have the chance to put some comments into the chat if you're not watching live. And I'm going back to pumphex.com, because the very last thing that I want to show is Hex Postcards, and other great marketing site, because here you can participate. Already 400,000 postcards have been sent. This is Richard Hart's #1 most favorite marketing strategy, direct marketing, where we print postcards and send them to the Hexicans. On hexpostcards.com you can learn everything about it, and I, guys, think it's an amazing opportunity for us to get involved and just, you know, do what is needed in order to bring the eyes to Hex. All right, guys, this was an amazing stream. I went through all my tabs. It was 2 hours again, even though I got the message from people that I should not do that long anymore. But now I want to go through the last comments here and answer, and then I'm signing off, because in the next week I have amazing streams going on again. I will cut them all up, and then on Friday, like always, I will do my show, 8-Bit Hex, and my show will always be around why Richard Hart will make us rich as fuck, just like the stream here today. So let's go through the last couple of questions here, and then we are good. You should have Katie on your show too. Oh yeah, actually I should do that. Maybe next week or something like this. I can't wait for PulseChain. Let's change this here up. Can't wait for PulseChain. I want to see how all the new coins perform. This will be epic. Crypto history in the making. Yes. And here's the thing that I want to make. Now I remember. Thanks for pointing that out. Let's go here again. For that, we go to look into Hex again. We click on return of investments. We go down a little bit, and then the chart here will open up. We don't need Maxi right now. No Hedron, no BNB. Hex share we also don't need. We only need the most important cryptocurrency, which there is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Hex. So Bitcoin is in its 3rd cycle. Look at this. Or 4th cycle, 1, 2, 3, 4th cycle. 4th cycle coins, you don't like them, because like Richard Hart is saying, we get less dumps, but also less pumps. This is maybe good for store of value for old people that are rich already. But if you are not financially free yet, you don't want to invest in Bitcoin. So think about it. You are new to crypto and no coiner. In the next couple of months, over 100 million new users will pour into crypto because of Coinbase. And where will they go? Do they buy Bitcoin? No. Will they buy Ethereum? Ethereum is in its 1, 2, 3rd cycle as well. 3rd cycles are also no good. Will they buy Hex? Well, probably. And how about PulseChain? PulseChain is the new shiny thing in crypto, and I think this is where everybody will go. And crypto cycles, that's really what you have to understand. Because why can you make this comparison? Because at the end, it's all the same. Bitcoin is the same as Ethereum. Ethereum is the same as Hex, and Hex is the same as PulseChain. It's all a ticker symbol that we buy and hold and hope that the price goes up in the future. And PulseChain will just have as good as of adoption as Hex, if not even better, because of the stream we did today. All the influencers are talking about the community is amazing. We have the best founder, the best tokenomics, PulseXS, buy and burn, Power City, famous, all those amazing things. They will like pump PulseChain, PulseX to oblivion. At least I believe so. All right. And it's best to remove Hex for the copies, not to get diluted by the fixer at fork. Oh, 100%. So maybe this was the reason why people are taking away the liquidity. I see what you're saying. So the launch is imminent. Hi, all. Fat Sammy, how's it going? I just did the stream with him yesterday. Definitely check that out if you are a fan of the Hex Eco info system. Hexhol is saying hi. Is Mexico safe where you are at? I'm in Playa del Carmen. I feel very safe, but I'm also in a gated community. So I actually have never thought about it not being safe here because it is so safe. If you go to the other side of Mexico, Puerto Escondido, Acapulco, I've been there 3 years ago. Not that safe, but Playa del Carmen, pretty safe. Very safe, but it's very Americanized, like very. A bit north from here we were, they say it's not that safe, but here in our location it's pretty good. So we were just talking to some, not foreigners, some Mexicans, and they're saying they don't feel safe anywhere. So it's pretty crazy. But then I watch videos and news of America where people stealing from cars. It doesn't seem that safe either. Hit that like button, you all. Definitely hit that like. Yuri's already waiting for me. I know that in a couple of minutes I will be done. So it's the last chance for you guys to submit a question here because I'm going through really fast now. I hope to see you all at the cruise at the hexcruise.com, the third best domain that we have in Hex. I just had the baby, but I will try to make the cruise. Trevor, I think, the Hex Cruise is the perfect event for friends and family. You can bring your family along. There's food and drinks provided at all times. You don't have to worry about that. And, I think a lot of Hexicans are actually bringing their family. So maybe your baby girl has somebody to play with. Oh, wow, congrats. That's amazing. If you make it, I'm sure we will catch a good convo there. Like I said, there are still some tickets available, but let me check that if I'm really 100% correct on that, because if I go to the hexcruise.com here and I'm going to the room types, if you find rooms, this means the rooms are available. Here, for example, the interior room for $699. Now my screen just froze. If you find the rooms there available, that means that they are for sure available. Kaylin will always cancel them out as soon as they are not available. So you guys, I think it's a great chance for you to get into the Hex Cruise. Get some tickets. Just a couple of weeks ago, all the tickets were sold out. That's why I thought maybe it's a little bit hard to get in. But now I see even the Ocean View room is still available, $930. You see, it's not too much. 4-day vacation. Food is inclusive, drinks are inclusive, like the normal drinks, I believe, and it doesn't seem to be that much of a price. Balcony room, even $1,400, and these rooms you can then also go with your family, because I think they have cool prices with your family, with children. I think they come for cheaper prices. And here the soup types are already a little bit more expensive, but still obtainable, I believe. So guys, check it out, hexcruise.com, the third best domain that we have in the Hex ecosystem. Valerie T is saying, great show. Thanks for everything you're done and continue to do. It's very much appreciated. Love and respect. Thank you, Valerie, for being here, for supporting. I love what I'm doing and I will never stop. Definitely gonna enter for the Hex Cruise Fed Semi. That's amazing. Check out Hex Cruise, check out KSB TV, and these are the domains that you need to go to if you want to check out our events. Thank you, Rory. I went to have a Boston meetup with Kareem since I missed that last one. Kareem is amazing. Kareem the dream. Thank you, great convo, and you are real pro. Man, it took me a while, 3 years to become like that, and I'm in this 24/7. I don't have anything else to do, and this is why I want to, everything that I learn, pass over to you guys with this stream here that is over 2 hours and 6 minutes. Thanks for everybody who is here. We have 30 people watching. And I had a lot of fun. This is exactly what I wanted to do. My prepared tabs to talk through them, to show you all that I have done the last week, and to inform you that we are all going to the moon with Richard Hart. Richard Hart will make us all rich as F. This is the title of the video. I hope you had a lot of fun. If you have some questions, then just send me a DM on Twitter. Maybe leave me a comment. Would love to know what you guys are thinking about the show that I'm doing. Definitely subscribe to abit_hex and KSB TV YouTube channel. And I will now play the outro and then I'm out of here. Please send me a DM and tell me how you like the outro. Put it in the comments. I worked really hard on that and I'm out of here now. See you guys. Bye.
If you could live forever, would you?
Yes.
Okay, we're
Don't
done
even
with the
have to
interview.
finish the sentence.
Yes. No, okay, sure, that's an attractive idea. But the way I look at it is the knowledge that I'm going to die that creates the focus that I bring to being alive. The urgency of accomplishment, the need to express love now, not later. If we live forever, why ever even get out of bed in the morning? Because you always have tomorrow. That's not the kind of life I want to lead.
But why don't you fear not being around?
I fear living a life where I could have accomplished something and didn't. That's what I fear. I don't fear death.
You don't fear the unknown.
I love the unknown. I love the. You know what I want on my tombstone? My sister has this in her notes, just in case I can't tell anyone after I die. On my tombstone, a quote from Horace Mann, great educator. Be ashamed to die until you have scored some victory for humanity.